Today I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite games from my childhood, Toy Story 3. I apologize in advance if any of the gameplay looks a little choppy. I recorded it from the Xbox One. Toy Story 3 is a platform video game. The game was released on June 15th, 2010 for Wii, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 2, Xbox 360, Nintendo DS, PSP, and PC. I'm going to be looking at the Xbox 360 version of this masterpiece, and we will start off with the story mode. The story mode in this game are different segments of the film put into the game. I should also mention that each character has their own ability. Woody can use his pull string to swing across some areas, Buzz can throw characters across long distances, and Jessie is the most agile and can land on certain small spaces. We start off with the mission where Woody's trying to save the orphans from the train, just like at the beginning of the film. Dr. Pogchop is working against them and trying to sabotage the train. Woody has to travel through the desert while avoiding various obstacles to reach the train. After safely jumping onto the train, Buzz teams up with Woody to rescue the trapped orphans on the train. All this while avoiding Dr. Pogchop attacks and minions that are also on the train. After reaching the front of the train, Woody has to throw a ball at the rocket next to Pogchop to take him out. Now 17 years old, Andy has donated his toys to a girl named Bonnie before leaving for college. Three of Andy's toys, Ham, Rex, and Slinky, tell Bonnie's original toys about an adventure they had before being donated to Bonnie. They tell this story by using pieces on a board game. Next up, we're going to Andy's house where the toys are trying to grab Andy's attention by calling his phone. However, the phone is high up on the shelf and there are a few ways that you can reach it. In this instance, I use Buzz to throw Jessie across the shelves and then use Jessie to climb the darts and grab the phone. Just like in the movie where the toys are trying to grab Andy's attention by ringing his cell phone to see if they can be played with one last time. As this is happening, Rex is supposed to be in the basement to get the other phone to call, but when Buzz, Woody, and Jessie get there, he is nowhere to be seen, and Sarge offers help bringing down the phone. In order to be able to bring it down, you have to go around the basement and throw the four paratroopers so that you can get the phone down safely. After that, Rex is found in the living room playing the Buzz Lightyear video game, which is where the next section of the game takes us. Now, back in the day, I was very much impressed how we could actually play the Buzz Lightyear video game for ourselves. Buzz starts off by flying through an asteroid field where you create to use his laser to destroy the meteors in the way and dodge any incoming debris. After he tells Mission Control that his jetpack is overheating, he proceeds to start running through a storm where asteroids are hitting the planet. After traveling through for a while, a massive meteorite comes in that knocks Buzz unconscious and destroys majority of the planet. Buzz has to continue his way to get to Zurg's fortress by parkouring through the platforms and by using wind tunnels to fly long distances. Zurg bots will be sent to stop you. After flying and jumping across, you finally find Zurg's fortress, which is being guarded just like the beginning of the second Toy Story film. Now, Buzz is officially in Zurg's fortress where several puzzles need to be completed. Obviously, all of the puzzles are integrated from the movie itself, such as running from the spikes and jumping across the colored platforms. When battling Zurg at the end, you have to destroy the crystal to turn off his shield and shoot him with your laser. Now we jump again onto the events of the third Toy Story film. This is the part where the toys are first donated to Sunnyside and meet a bear called Lotso. Now, in the video game version, Lotso tells you about the activities he has set up all around Sunnyside. These include Teeny Racer Challenge, Horseback Balloon Pop, and Alley Throw. Talk to each of Lotso's friends to start the next activity, then go back and talk to Lotso. Meanwhile, Woody is in Bonnie's house, and the rest of the section is a game in her imagination. The room is filling up with coffee because of the evil witch, and Woody has to avoid drowning at all costs. Woody has to climb up the house using the different objects that are spread around the map to reach the top. As he is climbing, the witch casts magic to extend the walls, but when Woody reaches the top, it is discovered he is in outer space. There is a rocket that needs to be powered up in order to avoid the witch. As this is just imagination, the rocket is powered up by batteries that you'll find all over the place. After the rocket has been fully charged up, it will get you away from the evil witch. Just like the film, the toys are now imprisoned in Sunnyside. Woody gets the information from the mysterious character in the vent about how his friends are incarcerated and how Buzz has been converted and is not working for Lotso. Woody has to turn off the security so that Jessie can be freed. Now they have to rescue Slinky, Ham, and Rex whilst avoiding Buzz and the patrolling vehicles. The lights and security have to be turned off so that you can get all of your friends out. Next, we move on to the Junkyard. Now, this level has been changed up from the film. You start off by running on a trash conveyor while saving three aliens. When a trash chute opens, throw the three aliens in there to save them. After a small malfunction, the conveyor starts running even faster, causing Buzz to have to run as fast as he can. In the next section, Ham, Slinky, and Rex are stuck in a pile of trash and can't get out. They are being dragged along the conveyor, where at the end there is Fire, a Crusher, and a Shredder. With all three members helping out, they are able to stop their friends from getting crushed in the chute. Last but not least, we have the Haunted Bakery. This is where Andy first donated his toys to Bonnie, and they're playing with them one last time before he heads off to college. You have Buzz in the game having to fend off haunted cupcakes and the evil witch once again. As this is happening, you can hear Bonnie and Andy interacting in the background. To defeat the evil witch, you have to use the cow cannon to launch cows the big version of herself and the space cannon to defeat the minions. After depleting the health bar completely, you will have Bee and her, and the story ends here.
Time out! And turned back into sweet Dolly and flowered and rainbows, and everyone was happy. The end!
Wow, Bonnie, you have a great imagination.
Thank you.
It's about time I talk about my favorite thing about this entire game, the Toy Box mode. You're free to stop in town, and it's a dusty Old West locale populated by plenty of curious folk. The first gentleman you'll chat with is Mayor Ham, and he'll suggest some demolition duty. Assuming you're playing as Woody, you can shoulder the charge or ground pound the first old shack in front of you, and you'll finish your very first mission, destroy the old shack. From here on out, you're free to explore and do however you please. Complete missions, collect gold, talk to characters, interact with citizens, and buy houses and cosmetics. In the story mode, if you collect all of the collectibles, you can find new customizations and even new toys to play around with. If you talk with Stinky Pete, he'll hand you your very first pickaxe, which can be used to mine gold out of rocks. This is useful for collecting more gold so that you can go out to the toy barn and buy lots of cool unlockables. In the store, you can buy Bullseye, a card, different shops, and even summon a dragon later on into the game. Every character around will have different missions for you, and it's absolutely easy to join yourself in the game for a few hours. Slinky will be in the farm area where he'll ask for help herding his cows. Mayor Ham will ask for help managing the town, and Weezy will ask you to take pictures of different characters and items that are all around the map. The citizens may also want to speak to you and task you with painting the shops around the town, and other activities. I obviously don't want to spoil too much of Woody's Roundup for those who haven't had a chance to play it yet, but I honestly really recommend it on the Xbox 360/Xbox One and on the PlayStation 3. I'll now explain why the PC/Wii version isn't really worth it at all. Although until this day I spent countless hours exploring and messing around the toy box mode, I do have to bring up the issues with the PC/Wii version of this game. Of course, in this era of consoles, the Wii was very limited, so the game was made in its own way for the console to be able to handle it. Unfortunately, this was the way it was ported to the PC. So I've opened up the toy box mode, and as you can see, there are a lot of changes in terms of the graphics. They've been reduced significantly, and you can see that it doesn't look as nice and vibrant as it did on the consoles. Everything about this version is extremely limited. If you decorate one house, all the other houses will be decorated in the same way, and you can't customize them one by one. Al's Toy Barn has a very limited selection of items to choose from, and the flooded area has completely disappeared. One thing I noticed also is the unnecessary loading screens that appear when traveling from one area to another. In Sid's haunted house, you climb the house to collect the lightning rod. Now, usually on the Xbox, gargoyles will occasionally attack the town, and you have to use the rod to defeat them. This isn't the case as they don't spawn anywhere near the town, and you can't even take the lightning rod outside of the haunted area. This goes the same for the laser pistol and the magic wand. The story mode remains the same, so if that is what you came for, then go ahead and get the game from Steam. I'll be honest, I can't really recommend it. To end this video off, Toy Story 3 was an excellent part of my childhood, and I'll forever cherish and play this game over and over. Although I wish that the Xbox version was the one ported to the PC, I still hope you consider giving it a chance.